group. I should be showing up there. Sometimes that works and sometimes it doesn't. I was having a bit of a glitchy problem this morning with just joining my camera, and it doesn't look like I'm successful over on Border Buddy for whatever reason. So hopefully those of you who are on YouTube and or my page can see me. Good morning, Keisha. Can you hear me? Let me know if you can hear me, because I'm not on Border Buddy, and that's where I normally see if I'm actually have sound. Can you hear me? Just let me know if you can hear me, please. I guess I can actually go to my page and see if you can hear me over there. Hi, Mo. Can you guys hear me? Can somebody just tell me if they can hear me, please? Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Let's see. Hi, Mo. Oh, yeah, you can hear me. Okay. Yeah, everyone can hear me. Great. Thanks, guys. Okay. So for whatever reason, I'm not working on my Border Buddy group. Sometimes Facebook doesn't want to cooperate, and I guess this is one of the times it doesn't. It should actually be there because it's showing that I'm there. But you know, such is life with in the world of streaming. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm on my page and I'm on YouTube, so we're good. Hope you guys are good today. Everybody's enjoying their Sunday. It's the weather has taken a drastic turn here. It's cold. Anyway, that's classic Vancouver, right? Okay, you guys. So I'm going to hide this, and I'm going to move over. So we're going to be working with this fabulous. Hi, Ellie. Good morning. I'm going to be using the Heirloom Arrangements Kit. Now, this kit is, I think, a deal. It's $32. It is available right now. Oops, I'm just going to fix myself up here. It's fantastic, but the thing that's fantastic about it is, you know, if you're a new crafter, let's say, or an intermediate crafter, and you get one of our kits and it shows you how to make the cards. So I'm going to show you. Here it is. Here's the first two cards. Okay. So it shows you all the little bits that you're going to need to put together your card. And then it also shows you how to put together the card. And it's sunny and beautiful there. Oh, Keisha, you're lucky. It's not on the Lower Mainland. You're lucky you're on the island. Okay. So we can see card 1 and card 2. But here's the thing. This is a great kit for people who, you don't have to be advanced, but maybe you don't want to be told absolutely everything that you should do on a card. The next 6 cards, because there's 8 altogether, give you some layout ideas. Okay. So you can look at this card and go, oh, I need this and this and this and this and this and this. And I can make my card. So I looked at this and I thought, okay, the first 2 cards are really pretty. We're going to make those together. But I think these are a little too busy for me. I'm thinking, good morning, Diane. I'm thinking it's a lot of stuff. I like this one. And this one I don't mind. But it's like a whole bunch of stuff's on there. So check this out. I actually punched out all the little bits because I wanted to show you. Look at how many bits you have left to use on the next 6 cards. Now, are you thinking what I'm thinking? I don't know. What are you thinking? I can't even lay these all out because there's so many of them. Look at all this. Oh, look how, let's take a moment. Look how beautiful this is. Is this the most gorgeous? Now, I do like vintage. I will admit I'm a vintage girl. But look at all these pieces. I'm just going to keep going. Now, not only do you get these beautiful printed pieces. Ooh, move all this out of the way. Look at that tag. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at this. Then you get these flowers or other elements, butterflies that you can put together. You get these large elements. And then you also get these to stamp with sentiments. Okay. So let's see here. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15. So there's 8 cards. So does this tell you something? I'm going to give you a hint. This tells me that I can use these any way I want. I can use less because I think they are too busy, the cards that they give us to do. Why not just use them and make even more cards? Grab some cardstock, cut it, maybe add some other stamps that you have in your little treasure trove, and make some vintage cards. These are vellum, by the way, these pieces. There are enough elements here to make way more than the remaining 6 cards. Look at this. Isn't that great? Oh, hi, Carol from Assoyas. I saw that you had a really high temperature this morning. I saw on the news, 15 degrees or something. Woohoo for you. Not here. Cold here. Anyway, isn't that awesome? Okay, I'm just going to say that's pretty awesome. So I want to move these to a place that's safe on my desk. Okay. And then I'll show you what else comes in the kit. So you get a stamp set, and this is what Stampin' Up! Has started to do. They give you can get it in 3 languages. Okay. So German, French, English. And then you've got this little index so you can see if you lose one or you're not sure what stamp set they go with, you've got this, which is really awesome. Okay. To keep that with your box. Sorry if there's any noise in my office. I have a visitor. My little doggy Grace is up and down, and you think she had the weight of the world on her shoulders, the way she sighs. That's what she was doing just now. You probably couldn't hear her, but I'm like, oh my goodness, girl. 24 yesterday. Yeah, I think you had some Canadian highs yesterday. So it's just you can always count on it to be warm, especially in the summer, right? Look at these envelopes. Don't you love the way they're printed on the inside? I love that vintage look. Okay, love it. And then you get card fronts. So you get 2 that are this design. So this blue color and 2 of the pinky color. And then the rest are just kind of, I don't know what you call it. What am I trying to say? Somebody think of a word. Think of a word, somebody. Anyway, they look gorgeous with the elements. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say. Okay, so we're going to make 2 cards today. And then over the next little while, we'll make some more. Okay, now I found this really interesting. If you look at this cardstock or the printed card front, you're going to notice a couple of things. First of all, you get a repeat, right? So why not cut these in half, and you have 2 more cards, 2 more cards, and then the ones we're going to use today, 2 more cards. Like, why not do that and just make it last even longer, right? But here's what I found. The way this is printed, depending on which side you use, this is a portrait card and this is a landscape card. So if you want to make a landscape, you're going to use this piece because it's going to go this way. And if you want to use a portrait, you're going to make it go this way. Okay. So I thought that was really cool. So there are so many things to customize yourself. Okay. It also comes with the pecan pie. Oh, hi, Kathy. I'm glad you found me over here. It wasn't working over on the Border Buddy. Sorry about that. The pecan pie stamping spot. Love pecan pie, actually. What I do is I always just grab my regular size from my demos. It's just easier for me. But of course, if you're giving this as a gift, then it's got everything they need. You also get a block. Love that you get a block. And you get a little bit of the tear and tape, okay, for your adhesive. Again, I prefer to bring in my own adhesive, so I use my mono glue. You can use what you like. It also comes, I believe, yeah, it comes with dimensionals too. Okay, so you got pretty much everything you need. Okay. Hi, Alexina. Nice to see you. Haven't seen you in a while. Okay, let's start. So I'm making the first 2 cards, and then over the next little while, I'll add a couple when I'm doing a live. Okay. So these are the 2 that they give you the directions to make, just like they are making the card. Okay. Again, you don't have to do this. You can go off script and do whatever you'd like. Okay. So I'm just going to show you though, if I want to make those first 2 cards to kind of warm me up, I can. The 8 cards are all different. Okay. So there's no repeats. Love that. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous kit. And if you don't have it, you got to get it. Okay, so let's pull it. I've already separated the pieces that go with my kit, and I've got my instructions. So the first thing it wants me to do is it wants me to take, I'm going to grab some blocks here. And the beautiful thing about these kits that come with stamps is, oh, let me see here, is you get a lot of, look how many blocks I've got stacked up. So isn't this a great way to increase your number of blocks that you have? So let's take this, what I call graph paper. At least, I don't know why, but this is, you guys are going to laugh. When I was a kid, I loved graph paper. I have no idea there was something about graph paper I just really liked. Okay, that's weird. I know. Sorry, weird. Then I also want to grab a saying. And what we've got here? We've got thankful and grateful. I feel lucky to have you. I appreciate your kindness. Thank you. Can always use a thank you, right? And for you. Okay. They want me to use for you, but I'm going to use thank you, because I have a lot of thank you cards that I like to send out. I send them out to my customers who place orders. Thank you guys for taking advantage of the free shipping. That was awesome. Thank you for supporting me, but also getting all those fabulous products for your free shipping. Plus, of course, now we get host rewards. Woohoo! So a double gift. Now, where did I just put all of those? Here we are. Welcome to my world, you guys. You know how I do this. Oh, there it is. I put it out of there. I want to make sure I've got it long enough. Oh, thank you does fit on that piece. Okay, we don't have to do anything. So we've got this little banner. We've got this vellum. Oh, it's really pretty, you guys. No, let's make sure we've got this going the right way. Oh, that's the brighter side, I'd say. Oh. Okay, are you guys in love already? Okay, come on. We've got a nice little butterfly, and we've got this piece here, and we've got, oh my goodness, we got this piece, and then we're going to stamp our greeting on this little piece. I'm going to start with the greeting because it seems the easiest. And as I'm looking at all these little bits, I am thinking, do I really need to use all of these pieces, or could I save some from another card? But I did promise I would make it like it wanted me to, so I will. So thank you. Love that pecan pie because it looks so vintage, doesn't it? All right, let's see the way it wants me to put this together. Now, it's suggesting that we use the tear and tape on these pieces, okay? But I'm going to use my glue for the most part, okay? So the first thing it wants us to do is take this piece, which is already pre-printed, and it's going to be glued here, okay? So grab my white glue. Okay. Ugh. Glue. You're going to laugh how many glue I have on my desk. It's like, oh my gosh, I don't know why. I must have been distracted and kept opening glue. Anyway, here's one that works. Yay. All right. Which way do I want this to go? I think it's like this. Although you can do it however you want, right? Let's do that. So I am going to try and center that. Oop. It really is a fabulous kit. Has anybody got this kit? Anybody that is online with me right now got this kit? Let's put this down. Okay, got that like that. Okay. And then it wants me to take these pieces. Now, let's see. This one here, interestingly, it wants me to, it just fits on there too. It wants me to put a piece of tear and tape across here. And I'm trying to figure out what will cover it up. That's what I'm trying to figure out. So I guess they want this to kind of be on top. Let me just see what it's doing here. It's got some weird stuff going on. I guess it wants to be like that. Here's a suggestion. Why don't we, hi, Carol. Isn't it gorgeous? It's absolutely gorgeous. Hi, Terry. Welcome. Hi, Connie. Haven't seen you in a while. How are you? Nice to see you. I'm just laying these out, you guys, because I want to see what they're going to look like. Okay. But I can see why they say I can put I feel badly covering up that pretty little piece, though. I don't want to do that. Let's move that over a titch. I almost think it just seems sad to cover that up. You know what I mean? I don't want to cover it up. I think that's dumb. So let me see here. See if I can position it. So you always want to kind of lay stuff out. See how it goes. Now, personally, if you have, I'm going to just grab my whole little bundle of them somewhere on my desk. She says with hope in her voice, here we are. Look at my little pile. These are from former kits. You need to get it, Carol. What are you waiting for, girlfriend? These are from either former kits or Paper Pumpkin. These are the Paper Pumpkin, I call them Paper Pumpkin Kit glue dots. And you can't see them on vellum. So not sure why this kit doesn't have them in it, but that's okay. You've got a little stash. And I do try and keep them to areas that are kind of colored so that they'll show even less. But you won't see these. They are pretty invisible. Okay, whoop. Okay. Is everybody watching the playoffs? You're Canadian and you're not watching the NHL playoffs. I don't know. There's so many Canadian teams. We've got Edmonton, we've got Toronto, we've got Ottawa, we've got the Winnipeg Jets. Has that covered everyone? Montreal, Toronto, Winnipeg Jets, Edmonton. So yeah, I think so. Coast to coast there. Anyway, I just would love for Canadian team to win this year. So go Canada. Okay, let's do this. Just whoops. So this way I'm not forced to cover up stuff. So I'm going to glue that down. And you can't see those glue dots. Now we can go back to just gluing this down. Let's glue this down. Although honestly, I think you could save some of these pieces. I think you could save this one because if you just hit that, it would be okay. There, I'm not covering up too much of that, which I like. All right, now this kit does come with dimensionals. So grab my dimensionals that I've already opened. Isn't this gorgeous? Like, I can't tell you how, I know I say this about all the kits, but honestly, I'm telling you, this is the one to get. It's just 8 different cards, and you could probably make 30 cards out of this kit or more, I'm going to guess. So I wanted to thank you for my customers when they make an order. Thank you. And then here we are. I'm going to pop up this butterfly. It wanted me to stamp the butterfly somewhere, but I didn't see. Oh, I see on the front. Oh, okay. I'll show you where it wants me to stamp that. Okay. All right. Thought, why am I putting that on a block? Okay. Oh, ha. Now, my sister Mo will love this card because she is like me. She likes vintage cards. Like we kind of always, before we even did Stampin' Up, we always did vintage cards. Remember, Mo? Now, it wants me to stamp it on this side, but I'm going to stamp it on this side. So it wants me to take this graph paper, which I already told you I like. I'm a weirdo. But I'm going to stamp off once. So it's going to come on a bit lighter, like that. And then, where did I put the butterfly, she says? Did I take the butterfly off? Oh, there it is. Butterfly, like that. How nice is that on the front of your envelope? Love that. Okay, so here's our card, and here's our envelope. And this is decorated on the inside like that, or printed. Yeah, don't you love it, Mo? You're going to have to get this. So remember, it's Heirloom Arrangements. Gorgeous. Oh my gosh. Okay. Card 1. Let's move on. closing my stamp pad. I did go ahead, you guys, and do all this ahead of time, like separate all the bits. So you weren't watching me go trying to figure it out. But it's kind of funny because it really only took me like 4 minutes. So I could have done it with you guys. The next one is, these are just their suggestions, okay? So again, we're going to reuse those two. And we're going to use a saying. So let's see. The sayings are, thankful and grateful. I feel lucky to have you. I appreciate your kindness. Again, you guys, I'm just going to use the one that I'm going to be using. Okay, like mailing out. Well, no. You know what? We'll do it. Appreciate your kindness. There's lots of people in my life that are very kind to me. And so I know I'll find a use for this one. Okay, so just like the one before, I'm going to grab all these bits. Oop. Oop. Okay. Now I am going to need a larger one of these. So that's okay because they come with larger ones and then the circular ones. So we're okay there. All right. It is a wow, Terry. It's a wow. Just say wow. Let's go ahead. Let's stamp first and get the ink pad out of the way. So for this one, I'm going to stamp. What do you see this card? It's going to be, you're going to be like, oh my gosh, that's gorgeous. Appreciate your kindness. Okay. And then, oop, what am I doing? Again, we've got our envelope. And again, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to stamp off once because it's too dark. And I won't see my butterfly otherwise. Whoop. So that's the front of my envelope. They're suggesting to stamp this side, and you can do that if you want. You could do both of them, I suppose, right? Okay, so we're going to bring this all in. Now, for this card, like I said, just like on the other one, if you want to use it like the landscape, go for it. Or you've got the portrait, or you can cut these in half and you have 2 card fronts, right? And so let me show you. I'm going to do that because I want to keep this as a, so I'm going to take this, I'm going to cut it at 4 inches. You could actually cut it right in half and just glue it right to the front. Let's try that. I'll show you what I mean. So I don't have to make it smaller. I'm just going to go right up to the crease there. There we go. My dog just looked up like, what was that? And then I'm going to grab a piece of, I'm thinking for this particular, oh, I'm over here. Sorry, you guys, you probably can't hear me. For this particular one, I'm going to use Very Vanilla. Oh, wait a minute. Is that something? That's white. I'm going to use white. Sorry. I guess I'm not using like more vintage. I'm just using white. I'm going to use the thick. Oh, gosh. Sorry, I'm over here. Can you still hear me? Everybody still hear me? Yeah, cool. Another side from Gracie the dog. Took her on a long walk yesterday. It was awesome. Went to a really cool walk along the Fraser River, and she was good with all the other dogs and all the other people. Ran into another beagle who was 10 years old on a leash and chatted with his owner. What was his name? The dog. Oh, it's had a cute name. Can't remember. Anyway, she says, how is she at this? So I'm telling her, and she goes, beagle, 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 beagle. So it's just a lot of things she does with beagle traits. Food motivated, wanting to meet other dogs, follows her nose, doesn't listen. I said to her, I don't even know why I call her by a name at all, because she has no recall. And she said, no, they don't, because they follow their scent. And then it was really funny because I joked to my husband that I should change her name to Houdini because she can get out of any harness except the one I have now. And this woman, without prompting, said to me, yeah, they really are Houdinis. And I thought, oh my gosh, yeah, so funny. Okay, back to the regular scheduled programming. Here is our front of our card. So here's what I meant. I've cut this in half, and that has freed up one of those pieces that I can use on another card front. So if you're getting this card kit, just grab a coordinating pack of paper and make a card front. Okay, so now I have this one and this one. Because trust me, you guys, there is enough elements to make, I don't even know, at least 30 cards, maybe more. I don't know. Okay, so now what it wants us to do is we're going to be using this element. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Look at that. And looks like this one. Ooh, see, they want us to use all three of these elements. Now, I'm going to use them just because I am. But you don't have to. You could just use, you could just use this one and this one and really kind of dumb it down a bit and save some elements. But I'll do as I'm told. Okay, so I've got this and this, and then it wants us to kind of do this. Oh, that looks nice. And then we're adding this vellum and this little, this little flower. I mean, it is true in this kind of vintage style, you do use a lot of things. But I think, I don't know, I'm just a bit more frugal. I'd like to save some of these elements for other things. And then I'd have 40 cards instead of 30. So let's add that. Now it's got a little tag with a little hole. So you could put some linen thread through there if you wanted. And if I'd known that or thought of it, I would have grabbed let's grab the linen thread. You never know. I might just add it. Okay, I might add it. Oh, that's gold. Don't want gold. Well, the gold would be pretty. Don't know where it is. Well, I could add gold, I suppose. All right. We're back. So we got that. Then we're going to glue this. Okay. Glue that on. I think I kind of messed that up. It was supposed to be higher up, but that's okay. Whatever. And then we've got this piece. Okay, so we just kind of got that. Oh, that's gorgeous, isn't it? That. And then I'm back to my vellum and using my glue dots. Okay. This kit doesn't have glue dots, but there are a lot of kits that do. And you honestly get way more than you need for the projects. And that's why I've got a little bag of them. Like, I got tons of them. I wish Stampin' Up! Would sell them. You could just call them flat glue dots. They'd sell a ton. But alas, they are, ooh, my finger's sticking. So you just pull it off with your, take a pick. Okay. And so you can't see that. You can't see that glue anywhere on there. Love it. We got this little pretty guy. Oh, she's pretty. Okay. And I've got my white glue. And of course, they've given you the tape. And by all means, use it if you want. And of course, if you're giving it as a gift, you can be confident that the person will have the necessary glue that they need. Okay, we've got our words. Okay, that got them off? No. Okay. Okay, and if you're a demonstrator and you have you do clubs, I'm thinking that this kit would be really cool because you could just divvy up all the bits in some envelopes, right? Because you're going to have enough to do at least 8 people, but even more. And just give them the contents and say, create a card. And I think that would be really fun to do. See what everybody creates with their card. I can try that. Because it is a bit more participation rather than just copy, right? Okay, so these are our cards that we made, but let me show you. Oop, here we go. But move all this out of the way. Okay. And then it gives you these examples. Now look at all these elements on here. I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't think so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. I mean, you could take a lot of this off and have all these extra bits, right? Up to you. You can do it exactly like it. Or just, make your own. Like, look at all these beautiful elements on this one card. Like, to me, that's like, no. Okay. And then, of course, we decorated our envelopes. Here we go. Close this. So let me just show you. So that's like the front of an envelope. Okay. And then this is the inside of the envelope. Whoop. Like that. How's that? What do we think? Who's got anything to say? Anybody? There you go. Okay, that's just gorgeous. Yeah? All right. Should I show you some more cards that I got recently? I think so. I'm going to show you some sample cards. Okay. We'll come back to this in a minute. All right. You guys are awfully quiet. Now, it is very nice, isn't it? It's gorgeous, Alexina. It's gorgeous. Now, if you're on my newsletter, you get access to the, I send you like a link to anytime there's a new online exclusive launch, which is every 2 months, I think. There's one coming up in May 6th. I have this PDF and it shows you the products. Okay. So I've done this for the last 3, I think. And boy, what I noticed was when I was looking back is this was the first one I did one for. There was like 4 pages, but now we're up to 6. So every time there's a launch, I don't do it. I provide a PDF. Okay. And it's got a clickable link here too. Okay. And I think that people miss out on this. I think people miss out on online exclusives all the time. So I want to show you 3 cards made using the online exclusives. Okay. So the first one is the Botanical Texture Suite Collection. These dies are to die for. And then we've got, look at all these elements. Got this beautiful paper. Anyway, here's a card that's using quite a few of the products. So we've got I'll start with this. This is the corrugated embossing folder. So it's a 3D embossing folder. It's corrugated. Okay. And then this panel here is from the Textured Notes dies. So you can see that you've got these really neat, what am I trying to say? Embossed bits. Okay. Then we've also got these. Look at this. So we got 1, 2, 3, and they're all different. This looks very Asian. I like that kind of look. And then we've got even more. Like these are all, look at all these dies. And then we've got the designer series paper, which is Botanical Textures. We've got the words, seriously, you are seriously the best. Okay. Love it. And then these are stamped with some of the stamps. Okay. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh, hi, Janet. The Heirloom Kit is stunning. I've made 3 of the cards so far, and the recipients love them. Isn't it gorgeous? And are you saving some of them to like make more? Like I personally, I couldn't just make 8. I would just be, I showed it at the beginning. You can go back and watch all those elements, Janet. Like, why would we put them all on 8 cards? I say spread it out. And then I also cut this one, Janet, to be, so I could get both pieces. Anyway, love it. Yes, it's seriously the best. You're quite right. Okay, so that's a card using the Botanical Textures. And then we've got, I think I showed you these 2, or we made one of these. Didn't we make one of these? Yeah, we made one of these. This is the Lovely Garden Suite. Okay, so I did drag in those textured note dies. Okay, this was gorgeous. We made this card together. I showed you how to use the masks and everything. Here's another one. Very pretty. Love that. So again, don't overlook the online exclusives. Oh my gosh, don't overlook it. And I have one more. Where the heck did it go? It was that zipper. Oh, here it is. All zipped up bundle. Look at this. Now, here's something I didn't notice. I'm going to take this out. I didn't even notice this Everyday Happiness DSP. It looks like it's got a texture, right? Like it looks like it's been run through an embossing folder, but it actually hasn't. Isn't this cute? Like I'm so tempted to want to pull this zipper. But of course it's just fake. But isn't it cool? Love this. Okay, love this card. I'm going to stick this instructions back on so I don't forget what they are. Anyway, those are some shares of some cards that I got. Oh, this is another one. Just a sec. Just a sec. I think it's in the... Which one? You guys can help me if I forget. It's the... Some must have been in this one. Must have been in the one before. It's the one with the bee. Help me out, you guys. Someone with the bee. Anybody? Anybody help me? Can't find it. Come on, Keisha. You always help me out. You know the names of these things. Anyway, here's the one with the bee. So cute. Love it. Okay, so we've got the... I had these kind of... That's the front of the envelope, right? Yeah, I kind of did it like this, and that's the inside. Gorgeous. Like, honestly, like Janet's right. Like, it's stunning. It's absolutely stunning. And it's really the style that I like. I've gone back to liking my vintage look, right? Okay. Okay, did I miss anything, you guys? Anybody? You don't have it yet, you gotta get it. The elements are gorgeous. Yeah, I think I've said hi to everybody and answered everybody's question. Anyone have a question? What's happening this week? Not much. Next week, of course, is the launch of the new catalog, the new annual catalog, and new online exclusives. So you don't want to miss that. All right, you guys. Yeah, Mo, I agree. Isn't it stunning? Like you're gonna like your customers would love this. Just give them one little envelope with stuff in it. You can spread it like out among many, many, many people. It doesn't have to be 8. All right. So that's it for today. Thanks for joining me. Appreciate it. And I will see you hopefully on Wednesday at 2 p.m. Pacific time. I am going to get my hair done, so hopefully I'll be home in time. I'm pretty sure it should be. And we may make a couple more of these cards because they're so gorgeous. Or we may do something else. Not sure. All right. Thank you guys so much. You all have a great rest of the day, and I'll see you on Wednesday. Bye for now.